Dearest friends, good morning to everyone in today's video. We are talking to you about a problem that can occur with the oven. Has it happened to you that after several months of not using it, you go to operate it and it trips the power? Even though the last time you operated it, it worked perfectly. Today we return to the home of one of our users who precisely has this problem, having left the oven unused for a long time. And when he goes to use it, the power trips. This problem generally occurs for two reasons. It can occur due to a fault in a heating element, or the long period of disuse has caused moisture to deposit in the insulating layer of the heating element, and thus creates this leakage to ground and trips your circuit breaker upstream. Now let's consider the hypothesis, as I said, of the long period of disuse and thus the moisture deposit within the insulating layer of the heating element, which in this case is the most plausible hypothesis. So now we turn on the oven and see what happens. Here, well now, as you have seen, after a few minutes the power went out. Well, now we have restored the power, but there's something to mention, that you need to wait a little while for the oven to cool down before you can reconnect the power again. Otherwise it keeps tripping. So now we need to proceed with disassembling the oven from inside the cabinet. Now we are going to disconnect the grounding wire. Here is how you see. Now, the grounding wire of the oven is disconnected from the system. Now, we reconnect the power. To perform this test, however, you must be careful since we have disconnected the grounding. During this 30-40 minute period, do not touch the metal parts of the oven. So we turn it back on. Now we need to wait 30-40 minutes. Well now, as you can see, 31 minutes have passed and we can try reconnecting the grounding and see if the problem is resolved. as you see. Now, the timer has reached 45 minutes, so we did the test with the grounding reconnected and it no longer caused any problems. And so, under these conditions, we can reinstall the oven inside the cabinet. Well then, as you can see, now we can safely turn our oven back on. And it will no longer cause any problems. So the problem has been resolved. In this case, as we mentioned, it was a matter of the appliance being unused for a long time, which created this form of condensation of moisture inside the heating element. And in this way, by disconnecting the grounding, we allowed the oven to dry out. In the case where one uses the oven continuously in a normal manner and the problem occurs, then it could be due to an actual fault in the heating elements. Therefore, the heating elements need to be disassembled, examined, and the defective one identified. However, this is a somewhat more complex technical intervention. Dear friends, for today we are finished. A warm greeting to everyone. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and write your comments or questions. Thank you and goodbye.